Hey there, it's Talia, and I'm super pumped to have you here today because we are talking about one of my favorite topics, and that is magnesium. And by the end of this video, you are going to be literally a magnesium rock star. You are going to know so much about magnesium that you're going to blow people's minds. And the biggest thing is you are going to be able to recognize how important magnesium is in making your life amazing, helping you feel better, and helping be a part of you achieving almost everything you ever wanted when it comes to your health. Now, it's no secret that I'm completely obsessed about magnesium. And the reason is I would be hard pressed to find any symptom or any issue with women's health that isn't impacted by magnesium. Okay, so it seems so simple, right? It seems like it's too simple. Like, how can one little mineral makes such a big difference? And I'm telling you, it can. And this is why I get so frustrated, because there are so many issues, so many symptoms that you may be having, so many struggles that you may be kind of, like drudging through right now that could be helped so much just by supplementing your magnesium. And it frustrates me because you may be going to your doctor with complaints of depression or mood. Maybe you can't sleep. And we're gonna go into a lot of these different things, but so many times your provider is just gonna throw a medication, whether it's an antidepressant or something for anxiety, gonna give you something so you can sleep. And what if the root cause of that could be something as simple as magnesium deficiency? And that if you just got more magnesium, you could watch these symptoms disappear. Let's talk about some symptoms that you may be having if you have low magnesium levels. Now, I want you to pay attention, get out a pen and paper. I'm gonna just list off a bunch of things and just write down if any of these ring true to you, if you're feeling any of these right now. Are you struggling with infertility? Do you have an issue with your thyroid? Or maybe you have an issue with symptoms of low thyroid and you don't even know you have a thyroid problem. Do you feel fatigued? Do you feel like you have low energy? Is it hard for you to get up in the morning? Do you feel like you could sleep forever and still not get enough rest? On the flip side of that, do you have insomnia? Do you have difficulty sleeping? You get cramps in your legs. You get restless leg syndrome. You have issues with your bowel, specifically constipation. Getting a little blocked up there. Do you have issues with depression, anxiety, or mood changes? Do you have headaches, chronic headaches, migraines? Have you struggled with reflux? Do you get palpitations? So those little funky little heartbeats that happen in your chest. Are you one of my friends who has, some gnarly PMS? Is that an issue with you? Do you have PCOS? Do you have irregular periods or no periods at all? Are you ovulating? Do you have joint pain or menstrual cramps? Okay, so I just threw out a pretty massive list of symptoms, and I'm pretty confident that you likely had at least one. Let me know in the comments below. Did any of those ring true to you? Were you like, check, 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 check? Were you like, that's me. Oh, this is starting to get depressing. I don't want you to get depressed. I just want to point out that magnesium deficiency, which just means you don't have enough magnesium, could be playing a role in every single one of the things that I just listed. And just think, if you are going to your doctor and talking to them about those things, when has your doctor ever asked you or looked into the fact that you may be lacking some magnesium? When has that happened? I'm going to guess that unless you're seeing a functional medicine doctor or like a really super awesome doctor, you're probably not gonna have someone look into that for you. So let's talk about it. I can tell you that at least 75 to 80% of you watching this video are deficient in magnesium. Again, that just means you're not getting enough. And don't beat yourself up over this. This isn't necessarily your fault. Even if you are like superhuman, superstar, you eat just every fruit and vegetable, you eat super clean, all these different things, you could still have issues with not getting enough magnesium. And why is that? Well, number one, plants have magnesium in them, but we're seeing that the amount of magnesium in fruits and vegetables and plants is actually dropping over time. And that's probably because there's less and less magnesium in our soil. So that could be part of the problem. Even if you're like insane on how you eat and how clean you eat and how diversified you eat and all those different things. You could still be deficient. Another big thing is absorption. So when we eat, goes into our intestines and we take the good stuff out and we get rid of the rest, right? Well, if you are not absorbing it properly, then you could be deficient in magnesium. That means, what if you have issues? If you've got gut issues, if you have too much of the kind of bacteria we don't want, too little of the bacteria we do, maybe you've got an overgrowth of other types of things, viruses, parasites, things in the gut that you have no clue are there. Maybe if your gut's really inflamed, all these different things can impact how well you take magnesium from what you eat, including magnesium from supplements, and get them into your body. Which reminds me that even if you are taking magnesium in a supplement, you still may be deficient because you may not be able to get it out of that supplement and into your body. So that's the crazy thing here. Even if you're taking a supplement, you could still be low in magnesium. Now let's get to the good stuff. We talked about all these issues, these symptoms that can come up if you're low in magnesium. Let's start talking about the benefits. What could you possibly expect to see if you start getting your magnesium tank to fill up? All right, this is the good stuff. This is what we want to talk about. You could notice improved energy. All right, you could see that your thyroid gets better, that your TSH levels drop, because magnesium is really important in the thyroid. Now, I've created a video all about magnesium and thyroid. I'll link it in the cards above because it's really important to just talk about just how magnesium impacts your thyroid and how your thyroid works. But just trust me here, it's really important for you to have healthy thyroid function. You may notice that you sleep better at night, that you have less anxiety, less mood changes. You may see that your menstrual cycles kind of regulate on their own. Magnesium is super, super important for all these processes. It's important. Our body uses it to make energy. Okay, so it makes sense. If I'm low in magnesium, maybe I'm gonna feel a little fatigued. Magnesium is crucial for your fertility because it's used for energy production. Let's think about it. When we're making an egg, when your partner is developing sperm, that takes tons of energy. We've got DNA, we've got chromosomes, we've got cells dividing, and even if you don't know anything about it, just trust me when I tell you it takes a lot of energy. And think about the energy that sperm need when they're swimming to that egg, and you've got millions of them. And if it takes magnesium to get that energy, what do you think is going to happen if we're low in magnesium? We can have a lot of problems. Anything from not ovulating to not creating a good egg or a healthy sperm to not seeing fertilization, implantation, or proper development of the embryo. Again, I've created yet another video all about how magnesium can supercharge your fertility, and I'll link that in the cards above as well, because that's a whole nother story all in of itself. If you supplement magnesium, you may notice that you have less heart palpitations. You may notice that you're sleeping better. Here's my one caveat and my one really big secret. If you are supplementing magnesium, I always recommend to my clients that I work with, no matter what we're talking about, if it's insomnia, PCOS, infertility, anything, I always recommend getting your magnesium not only from your diet, which can come in leafy green vegetables, you can get it in beans, you can get it in some nuts and seeds. So you do want to get some magnesium from your diet, but pretty much everyone is going to need to supplement magnesium. And here's my secret. I tell all my clients to get their magnesium through magnesium oil or lotion. I call this transdermal magnesium. Trans means through, dermal means the skin. That means you're gonna rub it on your skin and your body's gonna absorb it. And why do I love this so much? Well, you are gonna absorb that magnesium and use it immediately. When you take magnesium, like a magnesium supplement or a vitamin with magnesium, You swallow that, it gets absorbed, and the first place it's gonna go is your liver. And your liver is actually gonna remove a good chunk of it. So you have to take a lot more magnesium if you're taking it by mouth than if you rub it into your skin. In fact, you could probably use 1/10 of the magnesium you would take orally if you rub it into your skin. And remember, we talked about why many people might be low in magnesium, why their magnesium tank is low, and that's because so many of us, so many of you have issues with your gut, and we're not absorbing the magnesium we get in our diet or in supplements. If we rub it into our skin and absorb it that way, you are going to completely bypass those problems. So it doesn't matter what your gut looks like. It could be a barren wasteland. You are gonna absorb it into your skin, and your body is gonna do the magnesium happy dance. This is what it looks like.
I love magnesium.
Yes, magnesium happy dance. I promise you, you are going to reach out to me and say, Magnesium, where have you been all my life? I love you. So that is the key. The secret is to use transdermal magnesium oil or lotion. My favorite is Ancient Minerals, and I created a complete tutorial on how to use Ancient Minerals magnesium oil, and I'll link that above. So I hope you can see why magnesium oil could be one of those really important missing links when it comes to bringing you from here to there, getting you what you want in your health, bringing back that vitality, getting you the energy, helping you sleep, helping you get pregnant. Whatever it is that you're looking for, I feel really confident that magnesium is going to help you get there. All right, that's it for now. As always, I'd love if you found value in this video. If it was like, holy crap, I never knew that. Thank you so much. If you could give me a thumbs up, I would totally appreciate it. And I would absolutely love if you subscribe to my channel. I want to keep showing up and helping you get you to where you want to be in your health. And the way we do that is by spreading the word. As always, I am beyond grateful to have you here. I can't wait for you to take this information, apply it, and start to see like really drastic changes in your health. Bye for now. I'll talk to you soon.